Good morning, America. This is Dr. Cherif from the Arid Zone. As always, my public statement: I am the first cosmic cop teaching humanity to respect God, cosmic design, the cosmic code, and reinstating Jesus' initial cosmic ministry, which has nothing to do with the Bible, because the Bible is all about astrology. Long story. Okay, first. Yeah, you probably noticed. Red as a lobster. This is Arizona. It gets pretty hot. So I went by the river and I got cooked big time. But you know what? Hey, vitamin D, that's the good part. Okay, so let's get serious a little bit here. If you click on the newsletter, like you always must do, the link is there, you will kind of reevaluate the predictions and my visions about all the deadly dramatic news that are collected in this article. So let me I'm not going to go through all of them because it's too many, and that's why you have the link. Okay, so one that's kind of interesting is about 2,000 reports of mysterious health incidents on U.S. personnel in Vienna came to light. Now, remember, anything that is mystical, anything that involves the reptilius, Pluto, Scorpio, always comes out during these plutonic deadly windows. Now, if you recall, for months I told you on my YouTube channel that the reptilians are after the police, pay attention, government official, and the children, or the teens. So what you saw again is the reptilians at work. So if you want to know what is the Havana Syndrome, first of all, don't expect to get the answers on coast to coast or ancient aliens, because first of all, they don't accept the truth. That's why they kick my butt. And they don't invite me because they're afraid of the truth. So again, you can click on the link and understand what is the Havana effect. It's nothing else than the reptilius effect. Those nefarious entities have tremendous power when it comes to handling technology. And they are well ahead of the most intelligent human being on planet Earth. So all they're doing is messing up the brainwave of our scientists so that they create viruses, so they create more nukes, mass destruction, weaponry, or mess them up so that they can go against each other's and be splits like we're experiencing. This is not an accident. Remember, my cosmic information are far-fetched, my friend. They are well ahead of time, and it's very difficult for the normal person to assimilate or even accept the reality of those entities that are cursing humanity and all our affairs. So that's the first thing I wanted to discuss. So hopefully today you're going to be digging a little bit more into the Havana syndrome or the reptilius effect, the same thing, and then understand that they are working against us in some ways. What else do we have that made news? 4 people were wounded in a shooting outside the national park that sent players and fans scrambling. Yes, I told you, my friend, stay clear from groups. Be careful of what you do or what you say. Avoid large gathering. And next thing you know, you got right in front of your face my predictions unfolding. Again, it is not, Dr. Turi, you're the best. No. My concern is to guide you, is to warn you so you don't pay the price of your cosmic ignorance. And you ain't gonna find those answers in the Bible. Remember, God and Jesus never came down, wrote no books, they made the stars. Please Google Dr. Turi, Pope Francis. See all the popes being taught astrology. See all the pope being enthroned under the sign of the King, Leo. See all the dragon and all the sign of the zodiac all over the Vatican. And believe me, the Dead Sea Scrolls are loaded with astrological symbols and UFOs. But that's buried into the 75 miles of secret library under the Vatican. Instead, they gave you the 10 Commandments, and you've been deceived. You've been taking on a ride like hell for centuries. And here I am trying to bring this back to the truth. What else do we have? Law and Order SVU guest actor indicted for murder of a man in Brazen afternoon shooting. I mean, rich and famous, but infected by the reptilians. They will use drugs, they will use alcohol, they will use all sorts of greed, they will use all sorts of things to make sure once they hijack your body, your mind, and your soul, you become a lunatic and you promote and support and make negativity, fear, chaos, pain, suffering the leader on planet Earth. Now, remember, it's your choice to aim for the Draconis. Oh, what is the Draconis? What is the reptilians, Dr. Cherry? Well, now you understand why when I ask you to reinstate, help me to reinstate my movies, Alien Contactee on Amazon Prime. Remember, predict Trump would not be reelected well before the news. And is based on fanatics. That's why they kicked my butt out of there. And then all the religious fanatic thinks I'm the devil because I talk astrology. They work with them. That's the forces of evil and darkness. That's why my movie is removed. In the newsletter that I wrote today, there is a link. Please click on it. Be part of the solution. Help Dr. Churi. Go there and says, please, can we get Dr. Churi Alien Contactee movie back again? Because I gave you all the answers to what the reptilians and the Draconis are about. You can still, if you go to drchuri.com, watch this movie on Tubi. All you have to do is just put your date of birth, and then you can listen to all those entities, good and bad, are doing to us. Okay, so what else do we have? Destiny McClain fatally shot at a Phoenix food truck. I mean, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and you would not see me in the middle of the avenues or the street in Phoenix at 3 o'clock in the morning, especially during my window, unless I want to commit suicide. There goes the poor girl. She had the wrong stars. She was at the wrong time, at the wrong place. Okay, and then she was in one of her negative 2021 cosmic biorhythm. Bye-bye, she's gone. God bless your soul, Destiny. You're victims of stupidity and ignorance. Again, what were you doing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Looking for food. When the element, remember the dark, the night, that's when the criminals become active. Remember, Pretor rules the police force, the FBI, the CIA, but also rules the criminal elements. It rules all, 3/4 of the people are in jail, loaded with Scorpio in their charts. The criminal element, the reptilians, that are much more active at night. Stay home and sleep, be smart. Don't hang around at 3 o'clock in the morning or pay the price. That's what happened to Destiny. Now, Arizona police investigate a deadly shooting rampage across 3 crime scenes. So it's just part of one thing here. Click on the link, see what happened in Havana City, like probably in yours. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Those entities are completely getting in control of every single human being, mind, body, and soul, and turn them into a lunatic and killers if they don't kill themselves because they are so depressed and so degenerated by not regenerating. They kill themselves and others. That's why we never stop. As I said so many times, this is the mass shooting, all those kids committing suicides. It's serious. I need your help. Danish cartoonist whose depiction of Mohammed sparked outrage has died. The keyword is clear: famous death. That's famous death. Guy was known. What else do we have? Dozen killed in flooding caused by rainfall not seen in 100 years in Europe. Talk about dramatic news. And today, at least 31 people killed after Mumbai's hit with torrential rain. Remember, I've kept telling you, it's going to be a year of fire and wind. That window, that dragon is moving. Okay, after January, when the new 2022 Nostradamus Dragon forecast comes out, read it, because it's not going to be a year of wind and fire. It's going to be a year of water and earth. Different type of natural disaster. And it's already showing, because this dragon is void of course. It's in between. Okay, it's so easy to understand if you're a student of mine, but if you're not, then I have to give you so much information. 6 years old, killed and 5 adults injured in a shooting in Washington, D.C. 1 dead, 6 wounded in downtown Portland, Oregon shooting. 60 people sick in chemical incident in Texas water park. Remember, I told you, avoid gathering place. Be careful with water. It's going to be poison. There is all sorts of things that I'd rather not tell you about water because you would not be able to handle it. But be cautious. Be cautious. Pretty much like this pilot who dies when he falls from a hot air balloon, okay? And the passengers are carried in a different state. So, you know, you careful what you do, what you say. Doing my windows, please. That's why I'm asking you. Okay, for the sake of humanity, share my work, because if you've been following me, it's impossible to deny my UFO predictive legacy, especially with the repetitive accuracy that can be proven by science, of course. But those educated idiots think they know better than me. So, of course, they're not going to even mention my name or the word of astrology or try to learn everything, knowing that I predict earthquakes well before they even think about it. Much like any hurricane, I predict hurricane when they're going to make a landfall before their formation in the oceans. But if you don't read, how the hell am I going to prove to you that I know what I'm talking about? All right, let's move on. So now the title of this newsletter is SOS to the World Deadly Shocking Window, July 23rd. Okay, so the keywords are all over the place: Japan, Asia, China, France, Italy, gold, cosmic, space news, NASA, nuke, weird news, baffling, incredible, strange behavior, awakening, bombshell, genius, discovery, earthquakes, typhoon, hurricane, name it, name it. I don't predict anything. All I'm trying to do is to give you a set of keywords and the quatrain, like Nostradamus used to do 500 years ago, to prepare you for the type of cosmic winds, because the news are going to be shocking, explosive, unusual. News from the cosmos, cyber attack is technology, airplanes, all sort of things that I see. And I'm preparing you so that you can plan. You know, only my VIP gets this information all throughout the years, well ahead of CNN making the news. Okay, so this way, if you become a VIP, for example, say, oh, I want to go to Paris, or I want to go to Italy, or I want to go to Africa. Well, at least be aware of those windows so you don't jump out of a plane. You don't take a balloon ride, because this balloon is going to hit. Remember, Aquarius throws electricity. The power lines, the reptilians are manipulating all this energy, so you die. Again, I'm so far-fetched. I'm so ahead of time that I understand why you may have a little bit of a problem digesting my predictions. But I'm doing everything in a practical, logical way, so your 5 limited human senses can understand things are well above your natural reasoning or understanding. And for that, I get called cuckoo. Well, it's a choice. I'm a cuckoo, I'm a genius. Where am I? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just there to guide you because it's my mission. And it's free. All right, now, so as I said, if you look at the news, okay, that's taking place currently, you will realize that we are melting from a deadly, negative, dramatic set of news that I gave you some example. And now we are moving into UFOs, technology, and the Havana Syndrome, all this energy manipulated by the reptilians to mess up the mind of human being. And they choose, of course, people that have names, people that have a position in politics, okay? Because if you mess them up, that means we are going to pay the price of those idiots who are running our life, in charge of our future, or they don't even know who the hell they are, what's going on above their heads. And that is tragic for humanity, my good friends. Remember, the scientific community thinks they're going to fix everything with, you know, mathematics, because they think themselves better and bigger than gods. They challenge us gods and the cosmic code a long time ago. And then you have the religious fanatic who thinks that they're going to have all the answers by reading the Bible or the Quran. No. This came hundreds of years after Jesus wanted to introduce us to our Father in the heavens, in the universe, in reference to the 12 apostles. which are, of course, the 12 hours of the day, the 12 months of the year, the 12 signs, the 12 jury, and the 12 sign of the zodiac. I'm telling you, you've been taking a ride like hell. And it's very hard to get away. Just think of a fish. Okay, you're a salmon in the ocean. You're trying to swim upstream to your birthplace as a child of the universe is the stars. You're trying to go there. The problem, again, as I said so many times in previous videos, the current is going that way 24/7 night and day, and you are going that way. Okay, it's very hard to go against what mom and dad and grandma and grandpa taught you when you were growing up, going to church every Sunday. It's very hard to go against all that, knowing that this deceptive Neptunian negative energy induced by the reptilians who have infected the mind of so many people, who have created 875 different religions. It's very hard to go against that. If you're drunk, if you're a religious fanatic, if you're part of ISIS, okay, or if you're addicted, or again, religious fanatic, psychically addicted to deception, you're not going to be able to escape the quicksand of misinformation and deception of Neptune. Swimming upstream is your way out. The fish, that's why Christians have chosen the fish. Okay, swim upstream towards God's cosmic design, Jesus' cosmic ministry. Understand that they don't want you to know. They give us the 10 Commandments because any idiots out there can digest the 10 Commandments. It's much more difficult to swim upstream because you need somebody who knows what he's talking about, somebody who is gifted, who is able to enter the archetypal realm of supracosmic consciousness and translate God's sign. God don't talk to fools. He talks to me psychically, spiritually, like he talks to you. And you have the same power that I have. The question is, do you want to be educated, or do you want to say amen and suffer the price? God doesn't think, God doesn't realize, doesn't rationalize with you. Create an earthquake, so the tsunami, kill innocent children. The power is there. You've been born with the same power as God himself. Do not separate yourself from the Creator. That's why in your subconscious, your most powerful mission here is to uncover that you have been made in the image of God. There is no difference between you and God, and you're born on this dense physical world on hell. There's no other hell, to actually realize that your future is the reincarnation of your thoughts. Okay, again, same thing. What was this, my friend? 50 years ago, some of you are going to start to think, what it was. Well, doesn't take long to realize it did not exist. Don't miss the forest for the tree. Build up objectivity. This did not exist 50 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It is now here, much like the city that you live in today. 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, Paris, New York, Washington did not exist. It's all there because every single day we create our reality. Put your hand on my book, please, Beyond the Secret. Understand the power that you were born with. You're much more than a human being made of bone, flesh, and nerves. You have an incredible creative power that is in you, but you gotta pay bills. You gotta pay insurance. You worry about your car. You worry about your study. You build, God knows what. Nobody is teaching you, training you to understand and use the creative forces of your subconscious, which is constantly talking to you. But do you know how to read omens? Of course not. Get my book. Become a cosmic coder. Educate yourself. Raise towards the stars where you came from as a child of the universe. Improve, refine your psychical aptitudes. You may have the stars, yet you need to be guided all the way up to the light, to God, to the draconis, to the good extraterrestrials that are stimulating you to listen to me, to learn more, to educate yourself, to become loving, intelligent, to be dignified, to have integrity, and to promote the light. That's all I'm about, my good friends. All right, remember, the moon is in Scorpio today. Anything you say, anything you do, I'm going to follow you for the rest of your life. Be careful. This nasty window is not over. We are moving towards shocking, interesting news, weird news, earthquakes, sudden release of energy, electricity, God knows what. The balloon that hit the power lines, Remember, this shocking energy is what created the Florida partial crash of this building. These people were sleeping. They were asking nothing. They were just sleeping like innocent little baby. Okay. And all of a sudden, sudden release of energy. This type of window can create, pay attention. That's an omen. Bing, bing. Pay attention, because you are going to have your own surprise. You may have your own shocking, good or bad news, depending on your karma, my good friend. You have so much to digest. All right, so you've been patient. You listened to me to the end. So we're going to do the tarot, okay? And we're going to look at the energy and the energy that is coming towards us. So I don't know what it is. You see, I have no idea. I don't want you to think I'm cheating. I'm putting a card right here, okay? And I'm going to try this. Okay, this is Mars. You see, this is Mars. As a red planet, Mars, red blood, to represent aggressivity and stupidity. The ancient car of the ram. Two stupid guys going at each other's aggressivity. Mars, Germany, hi Hitler! Very aggressive type of sounds. Germany, a Martian country that was led by Hitler, born in April under the constellation of Aries, to lead the white German people to war, because Germany is a warlike country affecting their languages. We're the best, we're the top of the world, we're the super race. No, Mr. Aries, your lesson is to learn you're part of a big family. That's why the entire family went there and kicked your butt, Mr. Hitler. All right, so be aware, Mars is in charge. Okay, of this timing. Mars is always aggressivity, is always danger, but Mars also can be used in a progressive way. Mars is a knife. The metal of Mars is steel, the best steel in the world to build tank machinery, bombs and grenades is to be found, tanks is to be found in the mountain of Bavaria in Germany, nowhere else. Now, a negative reptilius infected guy will take this knife and kill you for $1 when you pump gas somewhere. The positive Draconis will stimulate the mind of a doctor, which is educated to use a scalpel to kill a cancer. That's what I'm trying to say. Use that powerful, aggressive, competitive energy to find yourself and to lead and to help me to lead and pass on my mission while I'm still alive. All right, so I want to thank you for listening to this broadcast again. Join, because I might decide to put another video. Join my newsletters. If you want to become a cosmic coder, even better, be one, save time, save money, save your life. That's up to you. I don't know where you're at, okay? But those who vibrate like me, okay, you can see in the newsletter what they have said about me, reading them. So question now is you to find out, because me, I know what I can do for you. Until then, my good friend, God bless you. Okay, share my work, be part of the solution, help me save precious life. Okay, God bless all of you. Thank you for listening, and we talk to you again. Bye-bye.